So in the last session, we understood very clearly in the last session what is DevOps we understood in the last session. Today, we're focused on AWS. What is the relation between AWS versus DevOps? That is an exactly class for today. That is an exactly class for today. And before start the session, okay, what we have discussed in the last session, let us revise within 5 minutes. Then we will move forward to understand what is AWS. Clear. This is what exactly for today's class agenda. Okay. And before start the session, so yesterday I have asked you 3 questions. Which are all those questions, guys? Please tell me. What is an application? What is server? What is an SDLC? So these 3 questions which we have discussed in the last session, okay? But let us repeat again. Yeah. So what is an application? Application is nothing but what? The working software, which is written any programming language like Java, .NET, Python. We call as what? Application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, once if it is placed on server side, we can access over internet as a website like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. By using SDLC, by using software development lifecycle, we can produce an application for doing a business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon. But in this SDLC process, we have several stages and several phases. Which are all those, guys, please? The first one is analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. And maintenance. Got it very clearly. These are all the stages we have in our SDLC. So if you want to build a Flipkart kind of application, a Redbus kind of application, okay, what are the first step, guys, please? Analysis. Means what? Gathering information from the client. How exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, each and every information will be gathered based on gathering information. Based on gathering information, our architects will be designed. Once if it is designed, our developers will implement the lines of code by using Java, .NET, Python. Our developers will implement the lines of code. Once if it is an implement, whether it is working or not, our testers will be verified. And each and every functionality, our testers will be verified. Once if it is verified, we're gonna be placed on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, we can access our internet as a website. Great. But whether it is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. Whether it is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what? Software development lifecycle. In this software development lifecycle, if you are a software engineer, If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if you are a DevOps engineer, what you need to do, guys, please? As a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation? The combination of software development plus operation. We are called as what? We are called as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation? Means we are part of coding, building, testing, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any lines of code. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. Is DevOps is a technology like Java.NET Python? No. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is an automated process. While implementing a DevOps process, we are following some set of rules and principles. So let us understand with an example. Usually what will happen? The developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code we're gonna be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. I repeat again this point. So whatever the lines of code is written by developer, these lines of code as a DevOps engineer making working software, we're gonna be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with the high quality, with low cost is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. But as a DevOps engineer, we are gonna be replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Our complex pipeline is what exactly? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps is a transparent pipeline. So what is an exactly DevOps engineer does? Replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. So let us understand why our SDLC process is a complex. Because if it is a manual process. Because if it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. Due to this manual process, if you got an issue, any problem, for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. If it is take long time, definitely cost is increased, the quality is decreased, customer is not satisfied. So that is the reason we are shifting into we are replacing with what exactly? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, everything is transparent. Everything is an automated. Everything is transparent. Everything is automated. Even though if you got an issue, any problem, in middle of the process, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to deliver into the production environment as soon as possible. That means the cost is reduced, the quality will be increased. Cost is reduced, the quality will be increased. So that is the reason we are replacing with what? Our complex pipeline with a transparent pipeline, we are going to be replacing. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a planning, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operations. In this DevOps process, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operations. That means our roles and responsibilities we are part of. Yeah, start from dev environment, ends with what operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. But to be frankly, we are not doing any planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. An automated DevOps transparent pipeline. Clear. But how exactly are roles and responsibilities? How exactly? So are we part of planning? No. We are not writing any planning. We're not part of planning. Yeah. Are we part of coding? Yes, we are part of coding. That means are we going to be writing any lines of code? No. Writing is responsible by the developer, but those lines of code after successfully written by developer, those lines of code is going to be maintenance by DevOps engineer. Repeat again. Writing by writing by developer and maintenance by DevOps engineer. But once if it is maintained, all developer lines of code, so as a DevOps engineer, continuously integrate. Once if it is an integrate, whether it is working or not, we are going to execute test cases, which is written by testers, not by you. Once if it is an execute, by executing these test cases, making working software, and we're going to be continuously delivering into the release. Once if it is released, from release, we're going to be placing our applications on hundreds of servers. Placing our applications on hundreds of servers, we calling as what deployment. Clear, once if it is placed, our applications on hundreds of servers, we can access our internet as a website. Clear? Whether it is working or not, we're going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what software, is nothing but what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. But for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, which are all the tools we're going to be learning? Git, we are going to be learning. Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Elk, Elastic, Logstash, Kibana, and Terraform. So these are all the tools we are gonna be using. Repeat again, please. Which are all the tools? Git is a version control. Maven is a build tool. Jenkins is a CI/CD automation tool. JFrog is a release Active Factory tool. SonarQube is a code analyzer. Ansible is a configuration management tool. AWS is a cloud service provider. Docker is a container service provider, container technology provider. And Kubernetes is an orchestrating of Docker, all the containers. And Elk, Elastic, Logstash, Kibana. By helping of Elk, we can able to monitor our applications, how exactly the performance. And moreover, we can able to call log monitoring also. And we're gonna be using Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By using Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud, either AWS or Azure or Google. Okay. By helping of these are all the tools, we can able to implement an automated process. Clear. But while implementing this an automated process, while implementing an automated DevOps process, we required infrastructure also. Okay, not only these tools, not only Git, Map, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Docker, Kubernetes, Elk, Terraform. We required, we required, we required one more thing that is we calling as what? Infrastructure. So tell me, what is infrastructure? What is infra? What is infrastructure? What is infrastructure? And before, let me know what is an application as we discussed in the beginning of the class. Please tell me. What is an application? Application is nothing but what? Am I right? Website, am I right? The working software which is written any programming language, we call as an application. That application, if you are placing on server side, then we can access our internet as a website. Clear, like Flipkart or Amazon, book my show. Clear. But question is, for maintaining this website, for maintenance this website, for deploying this website, what kind of infrastructure is required? Majorly, servers are required, networks are required, storage is required, database is required, and so on. These are all major infrastructure is required for maintaining, for deploying our websites. Got it very clear. So let me give an example. What is infrastructure? So for example, if you want to, I want to conduct this DevOps class. What kind of infrastructure is required? Chairs, tables, fan, AC, laptop, internet connection, Zoom meeting. Okay, these are all infrastructure is required or not for conducting this DevOps class or not. The same way, the same way, the same way. For deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure is required? These are all major infrastructure is required. Question is, how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways to get infrastructure? How many ways we can able to get infrastructure? Can you guess and let me know in the chat box, please, all of you? Can you guess and let me know, please, how many ways we can able to get infrastructure? Yeah, obviously, yes, we can able to get it from physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud. Or from cloud, yes. Or from cloud. Yeah, set up in locally that we calling as what? A physical environment, immersive. Yeah, yeah, physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud environment. Lakshman, yes, true. Yeah. So if you want to get a physical environment, okay, we need to buy your own, we need to maintain. And we can't be used properly 100% of resources. But if you go for virtual environment, the same problem, but we can use 100% of resources. But so beyond that, we can't able to get it. Cost optimization, scaling, reusability, replications, a lot of things. So those are all the benefits which we can't able to get it either physical environment or virtual environment. But if you want to go to the cloud, if you want to getting into the cloud, yes, we can. But tell me, what is cloud? What is cloud? So specifically, what is a cloud compute? Cloud computing. That is what exactly we're gonna be discussing right now first. After understanding cloud computing, then only we can able to come to know what is AWS. Clear? Tell me, what is the cloud computing? So listen very carefully. If you can access the remote placed resources over internet from a laptop is nothing but what cloud computing. What is the cloud computing? Please tell me. The remote placed resources, if we can access over internet from a laptop, is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Remote access. Yes, true. So, for example, let's say I want to deploy what kind of applications? What kind of infrastructure? Yeah. So, for example, let's say it is a data center. It is a data center. So, from this data center, from this data center, from this data center, if we can access a server, a network, a storage, over internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly the cloud computing is nothing but what exactly the cloud computing is, please. Yeah, let us understand. Let us understand what is in exactly the cloud computing. Yeah, listen. So what is a data center, guys, please? As we discuss right now, the huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as a data center. These data centers are located in different geographical locations in some, maybe in Singapore, in UK, in Mumbai, in Hyderabad. In so many places, these data centers are located. Okay, maybe AWS, Azure, Google. These are all service cloud providers are maintaining these data centers, make it is available over internet, in different geographic location throughout the globe. Okay, if you can access, the resources over internet from these data centers is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So for example, let me explain this one more time. These data centers are located in different geographical locations. So from this remote placed data center, if you want to access resources such as servers, network, storage, a database, if you can access over internet from your laptop or a control from a laptop is nothing but what exactly the cloud computing is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Any cloud is a rental-based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. We are not sell anything. By using cloud, we can able to get a rental-based infrastructure only. So for example, I want to deploy a Flipkart kind of application. For that, we require this infrastructure. This infrastructure, whether you want to buy it or virtual environment or cloud environment as a rental based, definitely cloud environment, am I right? Why? Because cloud is offering you a rental based services. So whatever infrastructure is required for maintaining our applications or websites, we can able to get it from cloud, and based on usage, we gonna be parent. Got it? So buying buy servers or infrastructure maintained, or rental based infrastructure, and two options. Okay. So let me give an example. Let me give an example, then we can understand this. If you want to go to the railway station by car, how many ways we can able to get a car? Two ways. Either you need to buy a new car or else book a rental car like Ola, Uber, which is easy for you just for reaching railway station. Question is clear? Just for reaching a railway station, you want to go to the showroom and buy a new car? No, it is not. Am I right? Clear. All of you understood this point? Yeah. So it's the same way. If you want to buy a car, what will happen? You need to maintain your own way. Maintain driver license, pollution check. You need a upfront amount. 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs rupees, we need a upfront amount. And these are all the burden for you. These are all the headache for you. But just to book a Ola cab, getting into the car within 10 minutes, reach your railway station, and whatever tariff you need to pay. No need to worry about driving license, driver, maintenance, pollution check, upfront amount. Whatever tariff 500 rupees, we need to pay it. No need to maintain the car also. The same way, for deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it from cloud as a rental based, as a rental based DSPs, as a rental based. We are not buying anything. We are not maintaining any infrastructure. By using cloud, we can able to get a rental based infrastructure, and we can able to select what kind of infrastructure, either network or storage, whatever may be. And based on usage, we're gonna be pay rent. We're gonna be pay rent. The cloud is, any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Pay as a go model. Pay as a go model. Got it very clearly. But which cloud we gonna be learning? AWS, Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services, AWS is the first cloud provider in the world. Compared to all the cloud, either Azure or Google, market is occupying more AWS. Okay, so what kind of infrastructure we require for maintaining our application? We can able to get it from AWS. We can able to get it from AWS. In AWS, totally we dividing into the 4 modules. So we are learning 40 plus services we gonna be learning. In AWS, 40 plus services we gonna be learning. These 40 plus services we dividing into the 4 modules. We dividing into the 4 models. Which are all the models? Network model, server model, database model, storage model. So VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Servers. RDS is nothing but what? Database. S3 is nothing but what exactly? The storage. Clear. Perfect. Clear. So let it repeat again. VPC is equal to network. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. S3 is nothing but a storage. RDS is nothing but a database. So for deploying our application, for maintaining our websites, what kind of infrastructure can we able to get it from AWS or not? Tell me. Yes, obviously. But sir, what is a VPC? What is EC2? What is RDS? What is S3? But how we are using these are all the services? Let us understand with an example also. But let us understand first one by one. Then we'll discuss with an example how we're using. Okay. First, let us start with what VPC. What is a VPC? VPC is nothing but what? Virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. VPC. So first of all, what is a private? So our office kind of private network. If you go for any office, the computers are connected with internet cables or not. That we are calling as a physical network. Okay. The same kind of physical network, the same kind of the same kind of private physical network. If we can access our internet, cloud is nothing but internet. Our internet in a virtual form is nothing but what? VPC. Repeat again. Virtual form of isolated private network, office kind of private network, if we can access our internet is nothing but what? VPC. In AWS, anybody can able to getting into that. In AWS, in anybody can able to getting into that. You and me, anybody, like Gmail, like Facebook, like Amazon, like anything. Anybody sign up and sign in, you can able to getting into the AWS. Once if we are getting into the AWS, okay, you can able to get your own private section for you, for me, for your friends also. Like, got it? And once if you get a private section on top of, we can able to create a servers and databases. These resources we can able to use for yourself, but not by anybody. It can't be accessed anybody also. Example, you log in a Gmail. That means you're gonna be reading your emails only or not? Can't be read other emails, am I right? For example, I logging in my email. Can I able to read your emails? No. I can only read my inbox. I can be do any I can be read all the mails which is in the globally. The same thing here also. Okay. You can sign up and sign in, and you can able to get a private section. You can create a resources, you can use it. These resources fully secured, you can't be accessed by anybody. Clear? Understood this? Likewise, so this is myself also. For me also we can. So other people also can. Like maybe companies like, which are all the cloud, on cloud working, yeah, they can able to getting into the AWS, they can able to use this infrastructure. They can able to create their own private section. And then based on that, they can able to use the resources. Fine. But let us understand EC2. What is a VPC? Virtual private cloud means what? Virtual private cloud means what? This is your private section on your AWS, which are already discussed. VPC is nothing but a private section of AWS. We can place our resources like server, databases, we can. But who can allow? Who can't be allow? We are going to be writing a rules and regulation. Based on the rules only, our AWS resources can access outside world, or else we can't. But what is EC2? EC2 is nothing but what? Elastic Compute Cloud. Tell me what is a compute? Anybody? Can you guess? Can you guess? Please tell me compute means what? RAM, CPU, your i3, i4, i7 processor we have in a laptop or not? Those are all we calling as what exactly? Computing power. If you can access, if you can access the computing power over internet is nothing but what? EC2. So what is the E in the sense of what? Elastic means what? Increase or decrease, scale up or scale down. Scale up and scale down. Our computing power over internet is nothing but what? EC2. Scale up and scale down. Scale up and scale down. Scale up and scale down. Clear. Is nothing but what EC2. So a flexible, elastic kind of computing power, if we can access over internet, is nothing but what? EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a service. Server is just like your laptop, which are all the components available. Which are all the components available in your laptop? In your laptop, like CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, NIC card, the same kind of resources we are using in our servers also. But your laptop is for what? Home purpose, like practicing DEVOPS, Java, browsing, watching, documentation, MS Office. For that we are using. But what about server? Server is for deploying a specific purpose. We're maintaining our application or websites. We're maintaining customer data database and different kinds of service. Got it? I'll repeat again. So, which are all the components available in a laptop? The same components we are using in server also. But your laptop is just for home purpose. Server is for deploying our application. Okay. We understood network. We understood the server. By helping of these two, we understood network. We understood server. Yeah, with the help of this knowledge, how exactly we can deploy our Netflix kind of applications, a Flipkart kind of application, how exactly a Hotstar kind of application, a Prime kind of application. Yeah, let us understand. So first, what we need to do, please, we need to create a network. We need to create a network. Once if it is create a network, this is your private section. On top of it, we can create a EC2 server. On top of it, create a server. On top of the server, our Netflix application, a software as an application, we are placing. We are placing means what? We are copy pasting into the server side, means deploy. Once if it is placed or Netflix kind of application, based on rules and regulation, we can access our internet outside the world like this. How I'm accessing this Flipkart app, flipkart.com over internet, the same way we can access our websites also over internet. Okay, very good. Network we created, server we created, we deployed our application, we're accessing our internet. Very good. But where exactly we can maintain customer information, login information, their mobile, email, communication address, subscription information, where exactly we can maintain in a database. So RDS, Amazon Relational Database Services, RDS. By using RDS, we can able to get a different kinds of databases like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, Microsoft. So different kinds of databases offering by Azure. RDS is a service. By helping of this service, AWS service, we can able to get a different kinds of databases. So on top of it, we can able to maintain our customer information in a tabular format, like rows and columns, you know very well. Relational database or else DynamoDB, like a non-relational database, structural query language, non-structurally query language, relational database, non-relational databases, which we are gonna be using, we will discuss in the deeper down coming sessions. Okay. Customer information maintaining where exactly? Database. Yeah. Up to this point, what we have discussed, yeah, network we created, server we created, place our application, database we created, maintaining customer information. Very good. But why we're using Netflix? Why we are using Netflix? Browsing movies, watching movies, web series, sometimes live shows, cricket, sports, whatever maybe, right? Yeah. But tell me if it is a Hollywood Blu-ray printed movie. So what are the size of file? It is around more than 5 GB, am I right? Can able to insert that larger kind of files in the database? No, we can't. For that, we are gonna be maintaining a separate storage. Separate storage. The storage name is what? Simple storage services. 3S. That's what S3. S3 means what? 1 S, 2S, 3S. That's what S3. By helping of S3, simple storage services, we can able to get a online storage, online bucket storage. Am I right? By using this storage, we can upload, we can download at any kind of data. We can upload the data, we can download the data like PDF, documentation, videos, audios, image, JPG format, any kind of document. We can upload, we can download. The best example for S3 bucket is this Google Drive. You know very well each and every student how to use Google Drive, am I right? Yeah, how we are using this Google Drive? The same way our S3 bucket also. The best example for S3 bucket itself, this PPT. This PPT is presenting from Google Drive, not from a laptop. The same way, we can upload, we can use the particular data over internet. So whatever data uploading, we can handle over internet without operating system. So some questions are asking, sir, so what is the major difference between database with S3, RDS with S3? Okay, that is a common question asked me students. Some database is depending on operating system, the data with the rows and columns only, the customer data. Okay, so that we can access through application itself, your website itself. Directly we can't hit this. For example, Access Bank. So whatever the customer login, it will be validated database and customer data inserting into the database, entering database in a tabular format. Directly we can't over internet, we can't hit this database. If we can hit, that means you are a billionaire, am I right? You can change your account values. Yeah. Yeah. That is not possible. Yeah. But S3 is not like that. We can hit, we can upload. It is just like a Google Drive. It is not depending on an operating system. There is no tables and columns. Directly we can upload, directly we can download any kind of data over internet. With security also, don't worry. With the permissions also, I will teach you, don't worry. So, for maintaining our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require, can able to get it from cloud or not? Yes. Clear what is the cloud? I hope you people are understands very clearly what is the cloud. In the cloud, which cloud provider we're gonna be learning. AWS is a cloud service provider. We are gonna be learning in which models and which are all the services we'll discuss in the coming session. But I can't be name it all the services. 40 plus services I can be write down here today. The time wasting, that's what, don't worry. If you can go for my course content, you can able to see there itself. Okay, fine. One more thing. So let me know. What is the cloud? Cloud is providing what exactly? Cloud infrastructure. On top of this cloud infrastructure, are we deploying Netflix kind of application or not? Manually deploying or automatically? Automatically or done manually, please tell me. Automatically. By what exactly, which process we are following automatically? DevOps process. DevOps is an automated process for deploying our applications. Listen very carefully. So whatever the lines of code is written by developer, making working software, we're going to be deploying onto the AWS cloud infrastructure. AWS is offering infrastructure. AWS different, maybe AWS, Azure, Google. Choice yours. Clear? Understood this? So whatever the lines of code written by developer making a working software, we're going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what? DevOps process. While implementing, while deploying our application on production environment, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it from cloud, which cloud? AWS, either VPC, EC2, RDS, S3. By using this raw infrastructure, we can able to get it, we can able to deploy. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what is the major relation between DevOps with AWS. And what is AWS? What is the major relation between AWS and DevOps? We understood very clearly for today. Good to go. Yeah. So before taking your questions, okay. So let us revise one more time our course overview within 1 minute. Within 1 minute, then I can talk to you. This course is completely DevOps with AWS. Complete DevOps we're gonna be learning with the AWS point of view, and AWS administration also we're gonna be learning. Totally, we will be discussing 2 courses. So for that's the reason. So not only DevOps with AWS. Okay, we're gonna be learning AWS administration also. That's what we're spending 4 months. If you want to join, any prerequisition, yes, Linux basics, shell script required, but that who don't know, don't worry, I will be take care of you. No programming, Java.NET is not required. If you already have, you're already Java developer, yes, this is the right place. Yeah, don't worry, continue. You require a laptop with this configuration for daily practice. Freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. Any graduate can also join in this course. So which are all the benefits? Daily class recordings. After the payment, you will receive daily recordings. With the help of these recording sessions, you can practice. Or else, you can approach to me next class and you can talk to me, you can share your screen. I can help you to resolve your errors and problems. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects I'm providing with you. Materials, yes. Our course starts with very basic level, finish with what advanced level. Each and every class is a practical implemented in front of you that you need to practice in your laptop. After completion of course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. The classes, daily 1 hour class, the classes from Monday to Saturday. The class timing will be 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. You're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete AWS, for daily recordings. So this is our admin number. You can call or you can WhatsApp at any point of time. Okay, 9297 9297. Okay. So if anybody interested, please be payment, do the payment. Please be payment. Okay, if anybody, we understood up to this, but tomorrow onwards, we're starting what our regular sessions. Okay. Any questions, please? So do you have any questions? Do you want to talk to me? Anything, please. Devi, do you have any questions, please? You want to talk to me? Gopichand, do you have any questions and talk to me? Let me know. I can unmute. You can talk to me, please. Directly, you can't unmute. Krishna, I have already. You have raised one question, sir. You ask me one question, please. Let me read it. Amarjit, once again. Na? Amarjit. Krishna, please wait. Huh? What are the question Krishna asked me? Sir, good morning. Yeah, regarding DevOps with AWS, how can relate it with respect to skill of Java? So if you are a Java developer, yeah, 2 options for Krishna for you. Whether you want to shift it as a completely as a DevOps engineer, or else you want to. Yeah, yeah. So you can continue as a Java developer also, but whatever we are learning these tools like Docker, Kubernetes, and CI/CD tools, it will help you to upgrade your profile, and you can hike your salary also. Even if you are become a Java architect also, these tools will helping you. Okay. So without these tools, you can't become a Java architect. Okay, fine. Yeah. Add in skills in your profile. Yeah, it is very good to go. Yeah. Without this DevOps, you can't be continue as a Java developer. You have to learn DevOps. There is no option for you. Okay, one by one, I'll talk to you, please. So please don't mind Lakshman and Krishna Reshma, Amarjit, one by one we'll talk, okay? It will take time. Please, we can't talk all together at a time. First, let us go for Amarjit. Yeah. Please, Amarjit, please tell me.
Yes, sir. So my question is like, so with the AWS, with all the services will be requiring here. So after the AWS, then we'll be connect. Then will what will be the next step after AWS? They will start with DevOps, or will they start with this?
We have to learn
So
all together, Andy. We have to
okay,
learn
all.
all together. So we can't be separate. Okay. So
Mm.
without AWS, we can't practice the DevOps. And we can do DevOps in normal way. In physical servers also, we can do it. But we have some infrastructure. Without infrastructure, we can't practice DevOps.
Okay.
Okay, so we are DevOps with AWS. Which are all the services we are learning. So on particular service we pick up and we continue with DevOps. But separately as administration also complete picture like IAM, user management, group management, services, permissions, policies. We have to deep learning and separately for AWS also. But 1 hour for one class per day, it's enough.
Okay. And sir,
Okay.
we'll be having that like live project also at the same time, correct?
Definitely. So we'll do mini projects and main projects also. For example, let's say Ansible. By Ansible, how to use Ansible? Okay. For example, EC2. In EC2, what is the auto scaling? How to implement? How to scale up and scale down the servers? Okay. In network. In the network, how exactly we will design? How to, as if you are a network engineer, how to design network with the scale up, with the EC2, with kind of mini projects. By and will do many major main projects also will do. Like complete outbound of pipeline we are going to be creating with the Docker and Ansible with the CI/CD pipeline also. That's what. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what next? Who is next talking? Let me check. Reshma. 1 second, Reshma. Can you talk to me, Reshma, please? Can you unmute? You can talk
Yeah.
to me.
Hi, sir. Good
Please.
morning. So, my question is like, while talking with the Durgasoft folks, they said that the recordings are accessible for 6 months. But over email, I received like it's 11 months accessible. So, could you please confirm about it, sir?
Oh, very simple. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Yeah. So you can access up to 11 months. You can access up to 11 months. Means maybe it is around 1 year from date of registration. Okay. It is officially, we need to give any expiry date. If we go for provide any product and service, we need to tell expiry date. Okay, we can't say a lifetime. Okay. That means only 11 months are accessing? No. Okay. So up to 11 months, they're providing service, any deleting, providing, assigning, reissues and re-providing. So if any issue, they are, if you provide email, they are, they provide again, the accessing, the support up to 11. After 11 months, they're stopping access. No. Okay. You can access up to lifetime,
Okay, sir.
but it
Thank
won't
you.
be deleted. Okay. You can
Yeah.
use whatever the Google supporting me, you can access. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Got the point. What next? Second, uh, Lakshman. After Lakshman, I'll come to the Krishna. Lakshman, please. Lakshman Narayana. Nayana? Yeah.
Lakshman Nayana, yeah.
Please,
Hey,
sorry.
uh, Maha,
Please,
Maha, right? Yeah.
please.
Maha, good morning. Hey, I have a question. So, whatever the course you are teaching, this one, right? This would be enough for to do the solution architect certification
Definitely, you can do that.
registration.
Yeah, you can do
There
that.
are two or three certificates are there, right?
Yes, a
Solution
solution architect
architect,
solution. Yeah, you can do that. These two. These two are.
CSS 003 and something is
Yeah,
there.
you
Yeah.
can do that. You can do it.
So, what level we can go up to that certification with this training?
So actually, so we are focused on entry point of view. So major focus is what exactly our course is. Students get a job, first priority, then only type certification. So what I need to do after completion of that, I will give a some dump. So with that, you can revise and then go for certification. That is better way.
Oh,
With this,
yeah, that would really helpful. Yeah.
both will be covered. That's what my intention. Only certification I will. No, maybe students will struggle. That's what first preference is only for entry point.
Okay. And one more thing, do you teach OpenShift over AWS? There is
OpenShift, we need to plan separately.
Red Hat OpenShift.
Yeah, that will be separately, not in this include this course.
Not in
I'm
this.
planning. If it is, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay, that will take around 1 month separately.
Oh, okay. Let me know. So I will
Definitely.
on that.
Definitely, I'll inform you.
Maybe, do you have any plans to conduct soon?
Soon means it will take after 1 month or 1 month. I'll let you know.
So 1 month. Okay. So most of the clients are asking the OpenShift with AWS. Yeah.
But with that, we need to learn first Docker.
Okay.
After Docker only Kubernetes. After Kubernetes, then only we can go for OpenShift. Minimum knowledge on CI/CD. Please, what is a Git?
Okay.
So how exactly integration happen? We should come to know. Then only OpenShift is we can understand. Directly OpenShift, okay, but if you already work with Docker and Kubernetes and CI/CD, OpenShift is very easy to learn within 10 to 15 days max.
Thank you. And so you, in this course, you have only giving only the JBoss, Tomcat services. We can
definitely. Web services we
discuss. We can do any IBM products like WebSphere or something.
No, WebSphere, no, we're not. But we're talking about commonly which you use for all the students.
Databases, any databases.
MySQL we're using, MySQL. Then where Tomcat we're using. Tomcat is we're using. And in the next kind of services we're using. Yeah. Thank you. Any other person? Any other?
So GitHub also will be how to configure, how to
definitely that will discuss more than 10 days. GitHub and GitLab something if it is possible. GitLab also will be. And local repository, remote repository, how exactly we can, how we are creating repositories, release branching, customer branching, okay, Git catalog, cat files, cherry pick, rebase, fast forwarding, all those things we'll discuss. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm good.
Any other person is waiting for me? Krishna? Do you want to talk to me, Krishna? Yeah, please. Krishna, you can talk to me. You can unmute, you can talk to me.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Am I audible, right? Yeah. So this is like, I'm a Java developer as I told, but it is not like entry level that I'm looking for. It is like just adding my skill, because currently whatever the projects I have going towards to the cloud.
Yes.
So this is like to have a knowledge in all the areas.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Development to like DevOps. That's the reason I'm just joining in this course.
Yeah.
Right. So in the process of learning, are you going to give an examples with kind of what skill set? Like we can adopt the skill set into examples, or you are going to give in a kind of some Python or Java or something like that?
Java I'm taking. Java project, an existing project. We are not developers first of all. So this course, this course is DevOps point of view. Okay. So not developer point of view, first thing. But so we thought developer is already built the code.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
We take out the code in existing project, how we're implementing the process to end the deployment. That we will.
That's correct. That's correct. I'm looking for the same. Yeah.
But one solution for you, suggestion not personally. So you have to learn DevOps. You have to learn. But so when you go for a resume or go for interview or go for your teammates, so don't be tell I'm expert in DevOps.
Just to have a knowledge on it. Yeah.
It will help you for career. You have to learn.
Yeah.
I'm using Docker, I'm using Kubernetes. Okay, that's fine. Okay,
But
don't be
what could be the reason behind that question?
Nothing. You can't play both roles.
Okay.
You will stick anyone. If you want to go for DevOps,
that's true. Yeah, I understand.
People, their management that if you want to do, they definitely accept it, but the same salary,
Yeah.
That's the reason. Okay, you have a personal space required. That's what I'm a suggestion.
Right. No, it's not like that. But yeah, it is a valid one. Yeah, it's a kind of, in the projects that we are dealing with, at least we can have some knowledge on it so that we can explore more. And next, coming to the AWS, is the same thing with them? AWS is also going to be having examples on Java or in specific, or
No,
the
no,
person who is,
no,
yeah.
no. So we discuss, DevOps with AWS only. Okay. So
Mhm.
AWS, whenever discussing is purely about AWS administration. So in that, for example, for auto scaling, how we can scale up and scale down with an example called web service. If we take a Flipkart, if we take any websites also, we can take it. That's same thing.
Yeah, just for the developers, they
A
should just
developers need some developer need some code tools we require, like ECS like kind of thing, like EBS kind of thing. We will because Lambda kind of services will cover too. It will helping you for as a developer.
Yeah, currently we are already working on, but developer just ideally if already only know they knows just deploy the jar and just
Yes,
run
yes.
it, start it, right? That's what they do
But after
in AWS.
completion of Kubernetes and Docker, we feel surprised. Definitely.
Yeah.
It is a
Okay,
very easy
thank you.
design.
Yeah.
You will be stunning, definitely. After CI/CD, after Docker. Ansible may be hurdle for you, maybe. I think so it is out of scope for you. But CI/CD, Docker and Kubernetes, some tools like auto scaling, kind of these things
Sorry,
will
sir.
be
Can you repeat that? What was
CI/CD,
your term?
CI/CD, Docker and Kubernetes. These
No,
two.
you regarding Ansible something you were telling.
Ansible little bit out of little bit.
Okay.
As a developer. But if you are a DevOps engineer, Ansible is major. That
Yeah,
is the
sure. Thank
difference,
you.
okay?
Yeah.
If you want to upscale in Java developer, these three focus. But if you want to focus on, as a administrator, DevOps engineer, AWS administrator, Ansible is must and should. And some tools like, Vagrant, like monitoring tools, like cloud related, more focus.
And sorry, sir, to interrupt you. And one more query: will this helpful to get a certification like a DevOps certification or
DevOps,
AWS
so
some
we
extent level?
can't do that, overall DevOps certification. We can do Kubernetes certification. We can do Terraform certification. So individual certification that if it is needed, definitely can. But I'm not recommend. But if it is a company in the company, if anybody may, then definitely can. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it the same way? Is it the same way for AWS as well? At least there are several
AWS
certifications, right?
definitely can do the certification. That there is no question.
Yeah. Till what level we can expect
Solution
from this
architect,
course?
you can do that.
Okay,
Professional
sure.
solution architect. Yes.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Any questions, please? Shall we continue by tomorrow?